Here today with Captain McQueary. How you doing?
Great, Chad. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, there are so many great activities here in the state of Kentucky that you can do on the water year round. But man, when that water gets cold, there's some things you really need to think about.
You're exactly right, Chad. You want to make sure you do that pre-launch check. Make sure your boat's properly maintained, make sure you have the proper amount of fuel, and always make sure you let somebody know where you're launching and where your location is that you're going to be planning on going.
I tell you what, if you fall in the water and it's cold water conditions, man, you got to make some decisions really quick to try to get yourself out of that water and back to normal temperature.
You sure do. The first thing you're going to encounter is cold water shock. You have to be prepared for that because most likely you're going to gasp. That's your reflex, and if you're underwater, you could take in water. The next thing you need to start thinking about is the time limit that you have to get out of the water. Typically, we tell people 30 minutes at a maximum. The second thing you need to think about is hypothermia. Again, you're in that 30-minute mark depending on how you're dressed. And lastly, you need to take precautions once you get out of the water, those post-rescue issues that you may encounter coming from cold water and getting back out and getting your body back to its normal body temperature.
Summertime, wintertime, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is have a PFD, right?
Have your PFD. Make sure you wear your kill switch lanyard and make sure you have a PFD. Have it on. You can't be too prepared because accidents do happen and you may enter the water unexpectedly. Make sure your PFD fits properly and it is too properly maintained.
And I'll tell you what, if you're in a bass boat or a fishing boat that's more than a couple years old, there's a good chance it may not have a ladder on it.
You're exactly right. You do want to have that plan. You have to be careful that you don't look at the bank and immediately swim to the bank if you have a boat closer that you can get into, but you must have a ladder because it can be difficult to get into.
I love cold water fishing, and there's a lot of fun activities you can do out on the lake, and it's just a great place to be for leisure activities, but you have to take precaution.
You're exactly right. Safety's number one.
Well, thank you, and we hope everyone has a very safe winter boating season.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah. Go.
There's what we come looking for right there.